Ever wonder how you can apply data analysis to gaming? Well, you're in luck. In today's video, we will be looking at the heroes with the best starting base stats in a game called Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Hopefully this would give you an idea or inspiration on where to start, or perhaps even give you additional insights to the game. Mobile Legends Bang Bang, or MLBB in short, is a popular mobile multiplayer online battle arena game developed and published by Monton, a subsidiary of ByteDance. According to Wikipedia, the game pits two teams of 5 against each other in real time with matchmaking at the start and 10-minute matches. Featuring traditional battle arena gameplay, players must fight over 3 lanes to take the enemy's tower and defend their own. Like classic MOBAs, there is no hero training to level up or pay-to-play angle. Winners and losers are decided based on skill, ability, and strategy. The game is popular within Southeast Asia, and can be played on any handphones via the MLBB app. It is similar to Defense of the Ancients or League of Legends, just played on handphones instead. Here is some gameplay footage from the game. So what will we be looking at? We will be looking at the MLBB dataset of heroes starting stats available on Kaggle. The link to it is in the description below. The dataset contains the stats of heroes until Mobile Legends version patch 1.7.20, as of September 20th, 2022. Of course, it may sound outdated as it has been some time ago and there have been many new heroes added and adjustments made to heroes, but we can still use the dataset for data analysis. As of September 20th, 2022, there are 117 heroes, but stats for 3 heroes have been excluded due to unavailable data. They are Sun Wukong, Tigreal and Saber. We will then look at the column descriptions available. They are: name, which is the name they are usually known by. Title, the race of heroes such as elf, angel, ninja, etc. Voice line, the unique voice line of each hero. Release date, official release date of the heroes on original server. Primary role, which is the main role of the hero. Secondary role, the hero is also suitable for this role. Lane, the playstyle of the hero. HP, health of hero. HP regen, health regeneration rate of hero. Mana, mana of hero. Mana regen, mana regeneration rate of hero. PHY damage, basic attack physical damage dealt by hero. Magic damage, basic attack magic damage dealt by hero. PHY defense, physical defense of hero. Mag defense, magic defense of hero. MOV speed, the movement speed of hero. Esport wins, the number of games the hero has been picked by an esports team and they won the match. Esport loss, the number of games the hero has been picked by an esports team and they lost the match. A couple of things to note is that our objective is to perform analysis to determine the heroes which start with the best stats based on the dataset available. This will also mean that the findings will not mean that they are the best heroes for each type, as the dataset does not take abilities and increment of stats of the hero as they level up in the game. After familiarizing with the metadata of the dataset, we can load the data and proceed with our exploratory data analysis. We will be using Python in Google Colab to do so. We will import the relevant libraries first and take a quick look at the data. As we can see, there are 114 heroes in the dataset. However, it seems that there is a missing data point in the mana regen column. A quick check of the file shows that the missing data line is from the hero EAN. We can default it to 0 value. Now, that's better. Next, we can also verify that the key columns such as name, primary role and lane do not have missing data as well. Now we can start on some data visualization. We can start to explore some stats on the primary roles and the supposed lanes as well. We will ignore the secondary role to simplify things, and the primary role is the more important role that is relevant to the heroes rather than the secondary role. This will also help to prevent skewing the data when we try to look at the stats distribution of each of the roles as well. Let's proceed to take a closer look at the primary roles and the usual lanes which the heroes are to go to, as this more accurately reflects the current meta of the game. We can see that there are 6 different types of heroes, and there are significantly more fighters and mages. Each hero type has their distinct play style, and the gameplay changes depending on the different combinations of the heroes chosen at the start of the game. From the pivot table shown, the majority of the heroes of a primary role will belong to a lane type, but there are some outliers which differ slightly. For example, for the assassin, there is one hero that has the primary lane as EXP lane. We will now take a deeper look at these outliers. After inspecting them and based on my current understanding of the meta, I have adjusted the lanes of some of the heroes with a few lines of codes to normalize the data. Note that this distribution of roles to the respective lanes reflect the current meta at the moment, and this may change in future. Now, we can start on exploratory data analysis on the dataset. Let's take a look at the distribution of stats for each of the respective primary roles. The first graph is a box plot about the primary role of the hero's health. From the box plot, we can see that the health of the heroes by primary role is as per expected, with the tank and fighters having higher health relative to the other heroes. The distribution of the health of each hero by primary role is also relatively clustered to the mean visually. There are a few outliers, but that is to be expected. It is interesting to note that the health of assassins are generally the same, as they are the most tightly clustered. The next graph shows the density plot by primary role of heroes' health. It confirms what we have seen from the box plot previously, and visually we can see that there is a distribution of kurtosis between each of the primary roles. For example, we can see that mage and marksman heroes appear to have the most positive kurtosis, and the others have a lower peak. Let's proceed with a box plot and a density plot for the rest of the columns. There doesn't seem to be much interesting observations except that fighters generally have higher physical defense and movement speed compared to the other role types. You would imagine that tanks would have higher physical defense and assassins should have higher movement speed, but that doesn't seem to be the case here. After having a better visual understanding of the distribution of stats of each of the hero class, we can proceed to sort each of the hero's stats grouped by their primary roles. I will use the dense rank method to sort them, as I believe that dense rank method is the most fair method of sorting. It seems like the rank of HP has been nicely sorted by their primary roles. Let's proceed to sort the rest of the stats by primary role and sort by supposed lanes as well. Next, we will then aggregate the stats of the primary roles by their rank into a mean. By aggregating into a mean, this will provide equal weightage to each of the stats and provide a more balanced view of the data. Next, we will sort once again by dense sorting to find the overall rank of the heroes by primary role and visualize the table head below. Through the overall rank determined here, we will find the top 5 heroes of each type with the best starting stats. Let's run some lines of codes and then proceed to sort for the overall lane rank as well and output the results for the top 5 overall rank by primary role and lane. Now, for the moment you have all been waiting for, here are the tables of the results of the top 5 heroes with best starting stats by primary roles and starting lanes. As you can see, there are some overlaps between some of them, such as Ive, Valentina, Grok, etc. Interestingly, even today, in December 2023, we can see some of them being played quite frequently by the top esports teams and still being very relevant to the current meta. I have linked the codes which I used in the description below for those who are interested. Does the above best overall starting stats by primary roles and laners surprise you? Do you have any thoughts on it? Feel free to comment in the comment box down below. If you liked this video and would like to see more content of this nature, please be sure to like and subscribe as well. Thanks for watching, and until next time.